That brings to a close questions for oral answer. Would some honourable member care to move that the House take note of miscellaneous business?
Mr. Speaker.
The Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Mr. Speaker, the backroom deal with China Southern Airlines should set alarm bells ringing loud and clear. We used to have an enviable record of probity and transparency. That counts for nothing with this government. Cutting a deal is what counts, any sort of deal, and if possible, cutting a deal away from public scrutiny. I'll tell you, Mr. Banks, that issue will be dealt with speed and with honesty and integrity, not like the way he's being handled in this House, okay? And if possible, cutting a deal away from public scrutiny, giving special visa privileges to gold and silver frequent flyers of Southern Airlines would be laughable, but we did not have such serious implications. The covert deal with China Southern Airlines is a major wake-up call, and it stinks like most of the things this government is currently doing. What's going on behind closed doors? People around the world are asking, is New Zealand that desperate? A banana republic? Is everything for sale in New Zealand? And it leaves all other airlines, including Air New Zealand, outraged and bewildered that they should get such special treatment. Did money change hands to sweeten the deal with China Southern Airlines? Enter Sky City Entertainment Group. Big money's involved, and big money has a way of greasing the wheels with the key national government. Enter Neil Morrison, wrote in his annual report the following, and I quote him: the opening of China Southern Airlines services between able to write my own speeches, not like the moron over there. The opening of China Southern Airlines services.
Order. Now, I think the House is getting a little disorderly here. Members must be careful not to insult each other. That's not acceptable. But I accept the noise level. The noise level of interjection was getting unacceptably high, and I do apologise to the Right Honourable Winston Peters for having interrupted, but I think things were getting a bit out of hand there. The Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Mr. Speaker, Neil Morrison was boasting about a special arrangement. Now, let's pause for a moment. Quotes, he says, our successful partnership with Auckland International Airport to offer airside clearance. What does that mean? Since when did we have an airport company get to set the rules around processing visitor arrivals? There's the Minister of Immigration. He thinks it's a joke. He's laughing about it. That is the reserve of the New Zealand government. Oh, did he look embarrassing last week? He looked hopeless on his feet. Couldn't answer any question. He even had the Prime Minister allowing him to get away with the statement that he didn't know. And the Prime Minister, in a written answer to me this week, said he had no knowledge. That's what the Prime Minister said. This is what the Prime Minister answered to a question of mine. He quoted, to quote him, to the best of my knowledge, no such discussions have taken place, end of quotes. That's what John Key said in the written answer this week. In the House today, he gainsaid that, he recanted, he admitted it. In short, this Prime Minister can't tell the truth for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. Today he said he did know. That minister said last week he didn't. Remember that? The Prime Minister last week in a written answer said he didn't. And the fact is, what you got here is a sordid deal with the Chinese airline and the casino in Auckland with the pokey machines and 500 extra machines, and they think they're going to get back in 2014. They're going to be joking. What Grey Power thinks of all this is they flock to my meetings. Unlike that member, that member can't fill a telephone booth. When we go to a hall, you can't get into it. It means a thing called political market demand. It means the law of supply and demand. We supply the message, they demand it, they turn up. That's what it means. Mr. Speaker, I want to close by just saying this. This issue has got a long way to go. But the day when we start doing special deals with any country that won't allow us the same privileges in that country means we are guilty of cronyism and sordid toadyism.
The Honourable Cherie Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, that was a ramble from one of the central figures in the so-called